In this updated training, we're going to show you how you can import your contacts into ASEA Connect 2.0 using GenieGo as an example to pull from my list. Now keep in mind, you do not need to import your contacts into ASEA Connect 2.0 if that contact is already on your device. If they are already on your device, you can sync them directly to your device, and you can reference the contact overview video in your app training section. To start the process of importing our contacts, we have a couple different buckets here that we can pull our contacts from. We have My List, an Idle bucket, and a couple of other different buckets here. We can individually export each of these lists if we would like. To start, go to Settings, and down here under Advanced. Now, we can export from all of our contacts or from a key list. Most people here have used the My List feature to export their contacts, so that's what we're going to use. Now we have a couple options here to export contacts basic or export contacts full. Export contacts full will gather the history information, such as what you had sent to that prospect and what they had watched. Keep in mind that that information does not transfer over into ASEA Connect 2.0, so in this case we are going to export contacts basic. When we click on this, you're going to notice down here at the bottom that a CSV file will download. Let's go ahead and open up that file real quick and do a little bit of cleanup. I'm going to bring this into frame now, and we're going to make this a little bit larger here. The new ASEA Connect app does not allow 2 emails, and so I'm going to go ahead and delete this column here. And one thing to note here that we're looking into with the ASEA Connect import process is contacts that only have a phone number will not import into the ASEA Connect 2.0. We're looking into that, and we will find a way to fix that on our end. But a way to fix this is to use their phone number by copy, paste, and just add a little ASEA.net at the end of that there, just so this contact will import for Janice Tester in this example. And a lot of these other contacts look like they're good to go. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save on this file. After you've made a couple adjustments, this is a good opportunity to also delete some contacts from this list that may already be in your device. For instance, I already have a contact for myself, so I do not need to import them into ASEA Connect 2.0. So we're going to go ahead and close that CSV file now. And we're going to focus now over here on the new desktop experience for ASEA Connect. Now keep in mind, if you need to access either of these tools, let me show you where you can do that here in the back office. If you go back to the VO and we log in here, you have a couple options here to get to where you need to go. If you click on the menu button, this button here is going to take you to ASEA Connect, which is this screen here on my right. If you need to get back to this screen for GenieGo to pull your contacts, you can get to there from going to Resources and clicking on ASEA Business Coach here. This button here will also take you to the new desktop site here for importing. So this will get you back to Genie. This will get you to the new ASEA Connect desktop. So now that we have our contact list downloaded, let's go in and work on importing our contacts. So over here on ASEA Connect's new desktop site, we're going to go up here to Contacts. Actually, before we do that, one thing I do want to make sure to mention is we have the option to sort our contacts into their own folder right now. So we have an option here to create a new folder, and then we can call this folder My List, and we can even call it My List Genie, so that we know where that list came from. And we can hit save here. Now that we have that new bucket for contacts, we can now begin to import into that bucket. So let's go up here to Contacts and click on the Import Contacts button. We have a couple different options here, such as importing or uploading using a CSV file. That's what we're going to use here now. We're going to go navigate to my downloads. We're going to find that contact CSV file, which you can see right there. So we're going to go ahead and hit open on that. And we're going to hit the upload button. Now this next area is where you're going to want to match your columns to the appropriate column header. So for instance, Janice is a first name, so we want to make sure that that says first name. Tester, that's her last name. And phone, this says none, so we want to change this here to phone. And we have an option here to change a secondary phone number as well, so let's go ahead and do that. And here we're going to want to mark this as email. Now, a lot of you guys have different notes or contact notes that you have added in your contacts. If you want to bring those over, make sure you change this column here to notes so that you can bring in all your history information about what you typed about that contact and that prospect. So after you have your column headers matching across the top like you see here, we can go down to add to folder. This is that step we did before getting to this screen where we can now add them to my list. Now as we scroll down here, what we want to do now is hit the blue import button. And it's going to tell us 10 contact records created and 1 contact record updated because I already had them in my list. So now we can hit Browse Contacts. We can click on My List here. And you can see that these contacts that we had added are all part of my list now. Now if I was to log in and go to my iPad, for instance, those contacts would now be available for me to use and share. As we pull up the iPad here, make sure you do a pull down to refresh under the contacts to bring in the newly imported contacts. I hope you guys understand the process of importing your contacts a little bit simpler now. If you have any questions, please reach me, connect@aseaglobal.com, and we can help you with your questions or help you with your import process. Thank you very much.